You know what's crazy? Couples can survive road trips at the DMV, holiday travel, meeting each other's families, even putting together IKEA furniture without snapping at each other. But the moment someone says, "Hey, can we talk about the budget?" Suddenly the room gets colder than a Costco freezer. You could be cuddling on the couch, watching Netflix, having a perfectly peaceful night, and then someone casually drops, "Did you spend something on Amazon today?" And boom, instant tension. The breathing changes, the vibe changes, even the cat stops moving like it knows something's about to go down. Because money? Money is that one topic that turns chill, loving partners into defense attorneys. I needed that. I thought we said we were saving. Well, I didn't agree to that. And if you're thinking, "Oh my God, that's literally us," yeah, same. But here's what we eventually realized. We weren't actually fighting about money. We were fighting about fear, assumptions, unspoken expectations, and the fact that no one teaches you how to handle money as a team. So we decided to start fresh, not with spreadsheets, not with judgment, not with, "Why did you buy that?" but with one calm conversation where nobody was allowed to get defensive. We asked each other three simple questions. What stresses you out about money? What makes you feel financially safe? And what does comfortable look like for you? Honestly, that conversation changed everything. We found out one of us grew up saving every penny just in case, and the other grew up believing money was meant to be spent and enjoyed. No wonder we kept butting heads when we weren't wrong. We were just different. Once we understood that, we finally started building a system that actually works for us. And that system? It's all about separation and teamwork at the same time. We didn't combine every dollar like we were merging two corporate bank accounts. Instead, we used the classic three-account setup: yours, mine, and ours. The ours account covers the life stuff we share: rent or mortgage, groceries, Wi-Fi, utilities, Netflix, Costco runs, and all the predictable grown-up things. But the yours and mine accounts? That right there is where the peace comes from. Because if I want to buy Starbucks every day like it's a religion, cool. If my partner wants to buy another gaming keyboard they definitely don't need, also cool. No explanations, no debates, no guilt. Because it comes from personal spending money, not the household budget. Once that was settled, we assigned roles based on who was actually good at what. Not based on pride, not based on gender roles. Just pure strength. One of us is better with numbers, so they handle the tracking. The other is better with scheduling, so they handle bills and due dates. And surprisingly, the one who hates grocery shopping is really good at making the grocery list. We just leaned into it. Then we made the rule that saved us: monthly money check-ins. But chill. None of that "we need to talk" tension. We literally set a date, grab snacks, put on some music, and go through what we spent, what's coming up, what needs adjusting, and what we're saving for. Because when money talks are scheduled, they stop feeling like a surprise attack. And when you take the fear and defensiveness out of it, budgeting actually starts to feel kind of like teamwork. So yeah, do we still have moments where we roll our eyes at each other's purchases? Absolutely. We're human. But fights, blow-ups, silent resentment? Not anymore. Because once you understand each other, give each other space, and build a system that doesn't feel suffocating, budgeting stops being a battle and starts being a plan. After we finally stopped treating money talks like courtroom drama, we hit the next big issue: surprise purchases. Nothing tests a relationship more than opening the bank app and seeing a brand new charge you weren't expecting. Like, why is there a $147 charge from Target? Why is there a $90 DoorDash order at midnight? Why did someone suddenly buy LED lights for the garage? So we came up with a rule that saved us a ridiculous amount of stress. If it's over a certain amount, we text first. For us, the limit is $75. For some couples, it's $50. For others, $200. It totally depends on your budget. It's not about asking permission, just a heads up, "Hey, I'm buying this." Because when you both know what's coming, no one feels blindsided, and suddenly, money stops being a guessing game. And then came the bigger stuff. The decisions that actually matter. New furniture, vacations, home repairs, anything over a few $100s. We follow this simple rule. Big decisions need 2 yeses, and 1 no means no. Why? Because if only one person is comfortable, neither person is comfortable. And when one partner feels pressured, forced, or ignored, resentment builds fast. Waiting until both of us feel good about a decision has honestly saved us from making some truly terrible purchases. Then came the tricky part: income differences. This quietly ruins a lot of couples because they don't talk about it. Maybe one partner makes more, maybe one has loans, maybe one is still building their career. Splitting everything 50-50 sounds fair until you realize it's not. If one person makes way more, a strict 50-50 split stresses one partner and makes the other super comfortable. That imbalance turns into resentment on both sides. So instead, we split everything based on percentage. If someone makes 60% of the income, they cover 60% of shared expenses. If someone makes 40%, they cover 40%. Everyone contributes, but no one gets crushed. It keeps things equal, not identical. Then we built the safety stuff, the Life Happens Fund. Because in the US, one unexpected bill can ruin your entire month. Your car battery dies? $200. Dentist visit? $400. Dog eats something they shouldn't? Congrats, vet bill. So we built a joint emergency fund, just enough so that if something happens, we don't argue over whose responsibility it was. And here's the rule that honestly saved our relationship more than any budgeting app, spreadsheet, or calendar. No financial conversations when someone is already stressed. Sounds simple, but it's a lifesaver. If someone just got home tired, annoyed, or frustrated, we don't talk about bills, overspending, or bank statements. We wait. Wrong timing turns a small issue into a big fight. Budgeting as a couple isn't about perfection. It's about understanding each other, communicating early, giving each other space, and having a system that feels fair. Not controlling. Now we actually feel like a team. Money talks aren't scary, they're just normal. We know what's coming, we know what we're saving for, and most importantly, we know we're on the same side. Some months we nail it, some months, yeah, we absolutely do not. But the difference now is that we don't turn on each other. We just adjust, reset, and keep going. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about the budget. It's about building a life together without letting money ruin the vibe. So, if this helped you see your own money conversations a little differently, or at least made you feel like you're not the only couple who's ever argued over an Amazon package, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and drop a comment below. What's one thing you and your partner always disagree on when it comes to money? I promise you're not alone. And you might even find you're dealing with the exact same thing as thousands of other couples watching this. And remember, budgeting doesn't have to be a battle, it can be a plan. Thanks for watching.